What's crack-a-lacking? What's up with it, man? Let's see who all gets in here for the discussion. Topic of the day, man. Hulk Hogan passes today at 71 years of age, man. He lived a long, crazy life, brothers. But at the same time, man, someone growing up watching him, it's kind of like, wow. This one hits a little different. Ozzy hit the other day. Theo Huxtable hit. Every death hits, but this one, now this one, brothers, this one really hits the cortisone, brother. What's up, Hip Hop Nation? Shout out to everyone that's coming in here, man, for the discussion. I thought rather than just doing a super immediately, I can get into a little live over here on this channel. What up, Big Guns? Happy Thursday. Likewise, 408. Hey, brother, RIP Hulk. Yeah, it is a tragedy, man. It's crazy that Hulk passed like that. You know, cardiac arrest. I mean, he had a lot of past, not the Hulkster brother, the Hulkster brother. Hey, that means the Superwoods are going to hit a little bit different. I might have to switch up the voice on it. Breaks my heart growing up watching them. Yeah, RIP Hulk, man. It does. It does, man. It's a heartbreaking situation. You know, for those of us that grew up watching it, just watching your video, this is just a sad week. You know, they say it comes in threes. Gunner's a real American, brother, says Askabum. But you know what? It does come in threes. I've always been told that, and we did. We got 3 icons in 1 week. You know, and it's crazy where they get them from. You know, you got Theo Huxtable, you know, in a tragic accident where he drowned, and then you got Ozzy. You know, we seen Ozzy's coming. Ozzy been coming. And then Hulk out of nowhere, just, brother, the old ticker just didn't TikTok no more, brother. What a drag. RIP Hulkster. It is, man. I'm not making light of it. It really is. So today, this morning, man, he was, there was a phone call, 911. I think it was his wife that called 911 and said that he was going into cardiac arrest. When they arrived, they were trying to do compressions on him. And I put actual footage up that I got, man, of him being taken from his home, you know, and you see there was a lot of people. I mean, he's big time. So they were trying to save him, but, you know, brother, I'm going with Andre and Mean Gene. And that's it. You had me in tears. My Hulk Hogan story is almost exactly like yours. Yeah, I met him. Gun, what was the announcement yesterday? I missed it. Oh, we're going to be doing a raffle, man. I'll be posting everything on that Eastside Boyfriend sometime today. As well as Dubs. I'm also here to tell you guys, Dubs is going to be doing some bomb videos today. Make sure you guys go tap in and support him. Dubs was faded last night. He was having a good time with the gente, man. Hey, that's crazy how see how the world works. Yesterday, you're watching WrestleMania and you wake up to this. He was a good old wood, brother. Yeah, Sam. Hey, gracias for watching it. Hey, saludos. Junior's one of the homies that reached out to me. Damn, RIP Hulk, brother. Yeah, can you believe that shit? Hulk Hogan, man. For me, it's like hard to believe. It's hard to believe because you know, I grew up watching him, man. That when I heard that, I was like, what? Hulk? You think, you know, as a kid, Hulk was indestructible. Nothing could take Hulk down, right? But yeah, you know, everyone must fall, man. Everyone, see, you can't escape death. That's the unfortunate part of this living. We're living to die. If you really think about it, man, we're living for that day. No one knows the date or time. You know, Hulk last night, I don't know what he was going through, but he woke up this morning and that's that. You know, it's crazy. I feel a bit of empty and shocked right now. Yeah, it makes you feel like that. I ask him, I'm like, what? This ain't can't be real, but it's as real as it gets, man. You know, it's you got to be super extra with the white man voices this week in Hogan's honor, brother. Yeah, you know, for those that grew up watching Hulk Hogan, man, he definitely impacted your life. If you were a kid watching wrestling at that time, he was the man. There's no denying it. A lot of people like to say it's Ric Flair's. I support Rick too. I can't believe Rick outlived Hulk, right? And Rick was that guy on the NWA, WCW shit. Yep, the Mega Powers are reunited again, man. Hulk and Andre are going back at it. Mean Gene is calling the Cuetes up there. One of my childhood memories is playing as him on video games. You know, I got several of the toys and the memorabilia from Hulk that I got put up that I'm going to keep put up now. It's crazy. I get it, Askabum. Yeah, you know, when you were involved in gangs or you grew up in the hood, man, WWF was like the shit to watch. You know, it took you up out of there. The storylines, the wrestlers, you know, it was just something different. Hulk Hulk had a lot of impact on people. And there's a lot of people that they try to put a racial jacket on Hulk because he did say the N-word. There's no denying that. But Hulk, for the most part, was instrumental at, changing a lot of people's lives in the positive rather than the negative, Too many legends passed in the last few days. Malcolm, Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable, Ozzy, and now Hulk. That's what I'm saying. It comes in threes. I don't know if you've ever heard that saying. I don't know if that was just a saying around my house, but the saying was, that it comes in threes, meaning death. Death comes in threes. And this week has been tragedy. I mean, imagine the impact Ozzy Osbourne had. Ozzy Osbourne is the Prince of Darkness, the godfather of metal. That dude right there is loved around the world. Ozzy couldn't do no wrong. Ozzy could talk all the shit he wanted, and people still loved some Ozzy Osbourne. Black Sabbath, when he got on stage, man, they have the Oz Fest and all these different events. Just Ozzy was the man. So when he passed, and then, a lot of people don't know if they didn't watch the Cosby Show in the 80s, but it seems like everyone from the 80s is dying off. And it's about that time. You think about it. Yeah, it comes in threes, says Cactus. It was in my house, and I believe it. Yeah, it's the truth. I mean, if that doesn't prove it, what does? I called Dubs when Malcolm Jamal Warner died, Theo Huxtable, right? I was like, damn, bro, it's going to come in threes. Watch, who's next? Next day, Ozzy. I was like, who's going to be next? I never thought in my lifetime I'd see Hulk Hogan die. He was like the guy immortal, right? Hulk ain't going to die. Hulk's still out there talking shit, lying like a motherfucker, right? Talking about, brother, I found Brock Lesnar, brother. Hulk, you can't even spell Brock Lesnar, right? But so the things was, I never thought I'd see it happen. And so they're going to be doing, it says, WWE SmackDown going to have a ceremony for Hulk? I'm sure they will. The impact that he had on wrestling, they cannot ever not give that man his flowers, right? He changed. He's the reason why they make the money they make. What's up, Jerome? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It was in my house and I believe it. Thank you guys for all the support, man. We got 93 people in here. Thank you. I appreciate it. For those that were there for the announcement last night, me and Dubs will be doing a raffle this weekend. It's in benefit of my nephew's birthday, getting him a PlayStation, man. I've already had a couple people reach out to me, man. And I appreciate that, but I want to give you something. It's not nothing. It's not something for nothing, So those that participate in it, it's going for a good cause. Many times me and Dubs have helped a lot of people on YouTube. And I just want to help his mother out, with this. I mean, I can go get it, spend all my money and shit, but I ain't got it like that. Like people think I got it like that, right? But I want to help, and I'm going to utilize my platform. Dubs is going to do me a favor and utilize his platform to try to get this kid his PS5 that he wants bad. He's been begging me for a year. Come on, Theo. I gave him his PS4, but now he's getting older and his game has stepped up. And I would have gave him mine, but I broke it, right? I got mad and broke it. I got to see him when he was the gimmick Mr. America around the mid-2000s. I remember that RP Hulk Hogan when his theme song hits. Yeah, his theme song used to hit, huh? Thank you, Eric V. Just a little something different. I know people are used to me talking about the gangs and the drama and the groups and prison and all that. But Hulk Hogan was a big part of my life growing up. Right? This was my shit. Man, I got into so many fades over the Hulkster. It was crazy. I told everyone, if you got a problem with Hulk, you got a problem with me. I was a big Hulk fan. I'm still a big Hulk fan. I'll always be a big Hulk fan. That's just the way it was, man. And it is. He was that male role model that I could turn to and say, brother, I want to be like him when I grow up. I didn't have the muscles, but I had the heart. I'm going to have to listen to Ric Flair interview. Yeah, I'm sure that Rick's going to do something on it. Everyone's going to do something on it, Asco said, I got in a few fades over Hogan myself. NWO, him and NWO. Who remembers the NWO times with Hulk? That was the shit. Hulk as the bad guy was the best thing that could ever happen to wrestling. I remember when a lot of people, they went against Hulk, they were like all shocked. I was happy. I was like, it's about time, switch the game up, Hulk. Hulk was a good villain too. He was in that motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, you guys are going to have to shut the fuck up when I talk, brothers. Right? Hey, what about when Hulk would see a woman? He'd be like, damn, you look good, brother. Hulk was just different. Me and my dad used to watch Hogan Knows Best back in the days with his son and his daughter, Brooke, and all them. Hogan turned heel is still the most shocking moment in WWE history. It's going to be the most, well, not even WWE history. It was WCW history, but it's going to be the most shocking moment of all time in wrestling because it was the biggest heel turn of all. There's no one. I mean, they try to compare John Cena. Come on, bro. John Cena to Hulk Hogan. Stop it. John Cena couldn't fucking buckle fucking Hulk Hogan's boots back in the days. The Wolfpack, I like the Wolfpack. Yeah, the Wolfpack was the shit. Hollywood Hogan, AWA days. That was Nick Bockwinkel and Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, and Greg Gagne and Vern Gagne and all them. I used to watch that, bro. I'm a big wrestling fan. I've watched wrestling my whole life. I've met several wrestlers. Yeah, Tropic Thunder. It was called Anthony. He had a show, Tropic. Hey, here's one thing about Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, he on the mic, he was fantastic. In the ring, he did his thing. You already knew what to expect from Hulk. You know what I'm saying? He's going to Hulk up and all that, right? But that motherfucker was one of the worst actors I ever seen. Right? He couldn't act worth shit. But you know what? That didn't mean nothing because he had heart, man. And for all the people that talk shit about Hulk Hogan, I believe he actually was good. You know, he's just like anyone else. He was a normal person. No Holds Barred. That's a good movie. I'm going to watch that later on today. Hulk Hogan versus Zeus. Thunder Lips. Rocky 3, man. You guys got to watch it. I'm sure Sylvester Stallone got the call this morning. He's pretty hurt because him and Rocky are good friends. Make sure you guys hit the like. Also, make sure when Dubs drops his videos, you guys go over there immediately, man. Go support the homie. Let's support him, man. He puts in a lot of work for us. He puts out a lot of great content. He died on my birthday, the Hulkster. Hey, it's your birthday today, Easy? He was legitimately a good man. I met him. Like I said, I told the story on it on my other channel. Make sure you guys tap into that. And I met him, man. I was a young kid. And I met Hulk when Hulk was at his height. You know, it was like a week after the Mega Powers exploded. So it was a week after WrestleMania. What was that? WrestleMania 5. And my tia took us to the Oakland Coliseum. You know, the wrestlers were all going to be there. And it was Hulk and the Ultimate Warrior versus Macho and Sergeant Slaughter. So it was like the first match that they were going to have after WrestleMania. They were still going at it. So, yeah, I got to see Miss Elizabeth and Queen Sherry. Because at that time, Sherry was with she was with the Macho Man. He had left Elizabeth for her, remember? Yes, he did. Sam Romero, he went to the WWF. Classy Freddie Blassie was his manager. A lot of people didn't understand that. They thought when Hulk Hogan turned heel, that was his first time being what do you call it? Stop it, Doc. Being a bad guy, but he came in to wrestling as a bad guy. Must have been dope, man, in Oakland too. It was dope, bro. It was dope. I seen the Ultimate Warrior. I seen Tatanka. I seen the Hart Foundation versus the Bushwhackers. It was who else was it, man? Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Coco Beware versus the One Man Gang and Bam Bam Bigelow. Like there was a whole. It was like kind of like a Raw before Raw. Raw wasn't even around. SmackDown wasn't around. I was a young kid, man. This is before I went to YA. I went to YA at 11, right? So I was like 9 or 10 years old. It was right before. True story of Hulk Hogan. You won't hear from any wrestlers the year 85 in San Francisco, California, when wrestling came to the Bay Area, Cal Palace, and Oakland Coliseum. A bunch of us Project kids went over there. That's right. One Way Services was handing with you. When I saw the news, I legit yelled, "What the fuck? Deal." So did I, bro. I was like, when the homie sent it to me, he was like, "Hey, Hulk Hogan's dead at 71." I said, "Ain't no way. Not the Hulk, brother. Ain't no fucking way, Mean Gene." Right? I was like, no way. You know what I'm saying? Phone calls were made. Google was approached, and One Way says Hulk Hogan let us go backstage. There's a lot of people that hate on Hogan. One guy got at me in the comments. I immediately told him "fuck you" and erased it. He was like, Hulk Hogan didn't like black people. Look, there's a lot of people that don't like a lot of people, man. There was a time where he did say some obscene things. Who hasn't, right? Think about it in your household. There's a lot of people that talk shit. You know, so to sit there and only focus on that when the day a man died, instead of giving him all the flowers for all the good things he did. Come on, man. We all know Hulk Hogan did Lil Yay. Who hasn't? Right? We all know Hulk Hogan was boning everything blonde in sight. Right? You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing but an opportunity for me with blondes. So we all know what's going down. But when people focus on the negative, it's like, man, this man just died. Can you at least let him rest in peace before you're going in on him and talking shit about him? And, I can never like Hulk. He didn't like me. How the fuck you know he didn't like you? You never met him, stupid. Someone said the Hulk's on the Epstein list. I don't know if he is or he isn't, man. You know what I'm saying, brother? I don't know. I know he's dead, though, so it doesn't matter, right? I think there are so many famous people on Epstein. Probably all, yeah, probably. All right, I'm out getting my birthday freebies. Just saw the sad live deuces. All right, AZ Kirk, happy birthday again, bro. I hope you have a wonderful day, homie. You know what I mean? I hope your birthday's better than mine was. Shit, right now, all the NWO is fucking dying out. We got Scott Hall up there. We got Macho Man up there. We got the Hulkster up there. Don't let Big Papa Pump go. He says, I don't know if he is or he isn't. I hope it's not true. Hulk said the N-word, bro. Ain't no doubt about it. He's recorded saying it. There's a lot of people that say it, bro. Doesn't make it right. I'm not going to cover for Hulk Hogan and say he was right. But that doesn't mean he actually hated all brothers, man, because if you recall, man, him and Junkyard Dog were friends. Him and a lot of brothers were friends, man. Smokey Mirror says, bro, he's a MAGA. So what? A man dying that fucking did a lot for the sports and basically raised half the children in the ghettos through TV, right? Is bad because of his political choices. You know, the man supported who he wanted to support, bro. He didn't fake it. He didn't hide it. You got to respect the man. R.I.P. Ozzy, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Fat Joe says the N-word all the time. That's what I said in my video, man. A lot of your favorite rappers are saying it all the time. That ain't even black, bro, and they still get love. Yeah, they hate our when they hate our people, says Smokey Mirror. Who hates our people? I got family members that are MAGA that don't hate me. They don't hate our people, bro. They just have a political point of view. It doesn't mean they hate. MAGA doesn't mean hatred, bro. It means whatever it means, man. I don't support it or go against it or go for it. Gun, go see Ric Flair on TMZ. Talk about Hulk Hogan. He was in tears. Hey, one thing about Rick, though, Rick's always in tears. Rick's always in tears. Hey, if someone farts in the room, Ric Flair would go in tears and make a big old thing out of it. You know, Smokey Mirror, look, here's the thing, bro. You feel how you feel. I get it. No disrespect, brother, but I'm not here to talk politics and all that and who you like or dislike or what's going on, bro. I'm talking about a man that passed away today that I grew up watching as a kid, man. Exactly, Celtic. Ric Flair is a punk, says Ado. I like Rick, brother. Sad day for the Hulkamaniacs. Yeah. Did Hulk Hogan have a signature move? The leg drop. Chester McNasty, the leg drop, man. You know, Hulk Hogan was he was that man. He was that man. No one could deny it. In the 80s, that motherfucker was breaking barriers down for wrestling. A lot of people didn't even understand or really know about wrestling until he put it on the map. Adam says, we all know what he did and said shit in public, most of us, which was hype for his character. No one knows his real personality. Remember the mega powers? Absolutely. What's up, Edwin? How you doing, homie? Big Joe says, I'm RIP, some old shirts, brother. Yeah, man, I'm going to have to go get me a Hulkster shirt made, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put Superwood Hogan. Where you the Hulk's tag team? I don't get it, brother. That's right. We're celebrating a fictional character, man. Homie's getting political. Relax. Yeah, we're celebrating a wrestler, bro. Motherfuckers are like, but you know, the man that he was, man, unless you sat down with him and met him. Like I said, I met Hulk. I met him. I was a kid, though, so of course he treated me right because I was a kid. But you know what? I'm going to tell you guys another story. That same day, what happened, right? So this is the difference. Just because you're a kid doesn't mean you get fucking love and they treat you good. Like I said, Hulk pulled up in a white limo with the blue blazer. They got off. He talked to me and my cousin, whatever, right? And then he was out. And then we watched the wrestling thing. So anyways, when we came out, hey, that's right, Smoky Mirror, man. I respect Georgia as well, bro. When we came out, I wanted to get autographs and shit, right? So the first person that was walking to his car, there was two of them. It was Bret the Hitman Hart and Tito Santana. And they were walking to this little, it looked like a Honda, right? All these wrestlers drove piece of shit cars except for Hulk. Hulk had the limo. Everyone else had pieces of shit, right? So they're walking, and I was like, Tito Santana, you know, he's Mexicano. That was one of my favorite wrestlers. So, hey, he was cool as fuck. He had his duffel bag. You could tell they just showered and shit. And he started signing everyone's autographs. He signed, all I had was napkins from when we ate in there, like popcorn and shit. So he signed a napkin. Cool. Threw it in my pocket. Then I see my favorite tag team of all time, Demolition, walking, right? And the trip out on Demolition, they were all clean. They still had the face paint on. Like they repainted their face. It was a trip. So they're walking, and it was Axe and Smash. And I remember I was on the side. The driver was Axe, right? And they had a duffel bag. And I remember everyone was trying to crowd like, hey, what's up? And he was like, get the fuck back. Get the fuck back. Smash was signing autographs on the other side. My cousin went on the other side, got his autograph. Axe was telling everyone, get back, get back. He was being an asshole, right? And there was a lot of kids, little kids, right? And so anyways, he puts his duffel bag, and he has like it was a four door. So he put it in the back, and I could see the tag team belts there. And back then I thought, oh, This was before they were selling belts to people, all that. You couldn't get replicas like that. It was just, that was the real deal, right? It was up, Black Warrior Spirit. I said mine's, bro. And I said, oh, man, I'm going to snag those, right? And he looks, and then I'm like, hey, can I get your autograph? And I tell my cousin, hey, AC says lies. Get the fuck up out of here, stupid. Weirdo, man. They always got to fucking say something. Anyways, I was like, hey, can I have your autograph? He was like, get the fuck away from me. And I remember turning around and told my cousin, well, he's a pain in the axe. All right. And I was like, I should have took his fucking belts. I had it. They were right there. He was busy fucking talking to people. I could have just snagged them. I didn't, though. I was a little kid. I couldn't even carry them. Pepe wasn't there, man. It was me and my cousin Johnny. My cousin, not even, he's not a gang member or nothing. It's just, I've never even talked about him. Yeah, Anthony Hulk was he was instrumental in a lot, man. What's happening, local? What's up, Ray Ray? Shit, just right here, bro. We got 156 in the building. I appreciate you guys. Woke says peace out, 209ers. I'll catch y'all later. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. Look, Dubs is gonna be dropping a video pretty soon, man. I want you guys to go over there and support the homie. Go to his channel, even if you don't get the notification. Go over there and tap in. Show him some support, man. They've been bullshitting his channel lately, not throwing out his notifications, and he's just going through the shit with YouTube. But man, go support the homie. I was more of a Jake the Snake fan, but Hulk was iconic, no doubt, man. Jake the Snake man was on that crack and all that on. Jake was smoking. Luckily, DDP helped him get off that shit. Hulk saved the WWF. He did. He put the whole WWF on his back, bro, and did that. What's up, though, pun? Remember that shit, Junior? It was the Rocks and Jocks fucking wrestling, rock and wrestling, man. In the last 48 hours on social media, no political stuff happening, just people mourning the loss of some true legends. Exactly. You know, hey, the political stuff's always going to be there. That never goes away. That's never going to die, brothers. But when you lose three icons, okay, and I put Malcolm Jamal Warner, he was an icon for the black community. There was a lot of young black kids that were going through the same shit that we were going through in the vaudeville, and that was like a family that was uplifting. We all know Bill Cosby ended up being a fucking weirdo, right? But I'm saying as far as that family was, you know, and the mother, I love the mother on that show. And I actually was sold up with the homeboy, man, a black dude that was my celly. He was my boy, still my boy, right? That was his godmother. You know, that was his godmother, Felicia Rashad. And so, you know what I'm saying? He would tell me stories about that, which tripped me out because I was like, what? And it really was, right? She'd write him and everything in prison. Good woman. So, anyways, when Theo passed, you know, he was iconic to a lot of youth, man, in the black community that watched him, in all communities, but especially the black community that watched him, that knew who he was, that invested their time into watching that family and growing up with that. So I respect it. He was definitely iconic in their households. As far as Ozzy, Ozzy's the man. Fuck you if you don't like Ozzy. Ozzy's the man. Who says Ozzy's not the man? I'll block him right now. Ozzy's the man. That motherfucker got more pussy than all of us put together. Ozzy is the man. Ozzy was the man, right? Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, all that. Undeniable what Ozzy brought to fucking metal. That's the Godfather. Just like James Brown was the Godfather of soul, Michael was the king of pop, Bobby was the king of R&B. Motherfucking Ozzy Osbourne's the king of metal, right? And that's just, remember, that's just what it is. Let me see, the Four Horsemen. Woo! That was that's my favorite faction right there. They said 2 great men died this week. 3 great men died this week. Nick Nicholson and you know, Brandon says Ozzy's a fucking legend. Gun, that's a clean ass hat. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. You like this shit? I had to get it. Had to swoop it. You know what I'm saying? That Mexico thing. Black lid under. Oh man, gun. That's I was like, man, I need that. And then I got that Hennessy, anything is possible shirt. Been listening to a lot of Ozzy and Black Sabbath this week for real, man. It hits different, huh? So now when I go back and I watch WrestleManias and see Hulk's not alive no more, man. Ozzy's not alive, you know. So these things, they do hit different, and that's just the way it is. Let me see. My bad. I got a text, man, that I had to look at. You know. Anyways, the last show Theo was in was called Sneaky Pete, where he played a parole officer. Is it crazy that Hulk passed? It's fucking crazy. Hulk Hogan should be brought around in a gold sarcophagus like George Floyd, a month of mourning. There's a lot of people that got a lot of respect and love for Hulk Hogan, man. Me being one of them, first and foremost, you know. So to me, I don't know about a gold sarcophagus and all that. I don't know if it's that major, but Hulk, there's a lot of people right now that are in shock, especially people my age, people from the 80s, you know, 90s, that are like, what? There ain't nobody that woke up this morning and heard Hulk died and was like, whatever. They were like, what the fuck? What's up, Red PNW? What's happening with you, humps? Brandon Lopez says, we all got an expiration date. We do. That's the only thing promised, man. And today was his day. You know, Master Blaster, here he is disrespecting because he thinks he's cool and it's the cool thing to do. But go ahead and put that energy out disrespecting the dead, bro. Your day might be sooner than you think. I could do something like that, Jay Bird. Yeah, Adam. That's what's crazy is a lot of these youngsters, they don't know who Hulk Hogan is, or a lot of people don't know who Ozzy is. And it's just a trip, man. It's just a trip, but they say Chuck Mangione also passed today. Playing Real American Record in tribute to the Hulkster. Life is short, even if you're healthy. Yeah. You just never know. I'm 47 now, grew up in the 80s. WWF was our thing. I'm 47, same age. Got to get pumped out in the gym in his honor today. That's right. Hogan and Zeus. I remember playing with my Hulk Hogan figure tour. RIP Hulkster, says Lolly. What's up, Lolly? Brandon says, yeah, don't disrespect the dead, bro. You know, there's some youngsters, man, that come on, or some just suckers that come on, bro. They have no respect for people when they pass at all. They think it's a joke and they laugh about it. They always hit it with the same thing. Rest in piss, rest in piss. Like, bro, stop it. Dudes, you're a coward, bro. A coward to disrespect the dead like that. When this motherfucker just passed this morning, man, I said motherfucker, huh? Well, you know what I mean. We grew up in that era when shit was cracking. Yes, sir. Let me see. There would be no Kardashian shows without the Osbournes. Facts. The Osbournes laid the concrete down for a lot. Hogan knows best, man. You know what I'm saying? You had the Hogan show. You guys remember the WWF cartoons from back then? Yes, I used to watch them Saturday mornings right after Captain Caveman. He ain't gonna go say anything just because someone else wants to hear. It's never funny when anyone dies. It isn't. It's not. It's not a laughing matter, man. And Hulk, like I said, he was instrumental in a lot of people's life. We grew up watching him. We grew up watching him, man. And that's from our era, from my era, you know. They said, Ozzy always believed in God. His music was genius, and he was a mastermind on that stage. Ozzy was a bad motherfucker, man. Ozzy could work a crowd, right? Very talented, and Ozzy's just iconic because not only did he know how to work a crowd and, like you said, a mastermind on the stage, but he was good. He was actually real talented. Those were the days when we didn't have no internet or YouTube and no cell phones and no none of that. All we had was our little small-ass TVs and Hulk Hogan. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Hulk Hogan was a babysitter. Hulk Hogan used to babysit everyone every Saturday morning on Saturday Superstars. And then shit, when Saturday night's main event came out, man, if Hulkster was on that motherfucker, shit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone went crazy. I remember the Fabulous Freebirds. Black Sabbath with Ozzy. Damn, that's what was great. Shout out to the true fans. Yeah, shout out to all the fans that are in here, man. Everyone that's supporting and everyone that realizes and recognizes that Hulk Hogan truly was an icon. Someone tried to tell me he wasn't no icon. He was just a wrestler. Well, fuck you and fuck everything you love. Right? Because he was iconic to me. His name was Mr. America when he wore the mask. How many people have Ozzy tattoos on their knuckles? There's a lot of people that do got Ozzy on their knuckles, man. Ric Flair's the man too. Yes, he is. Haters gone for real. They be hating, bro. They be hating, man. There's motherfuckers that come on here. They float the internet, and their whole thing is just to hate. They don't care if you're dead. They don't care if your mother passed. They'll disrespect. And they get a kick out of it, bro. They get a kick out of it. Even gang members who were known to disrespect the dead, I still felt bad when anything happened to them. Yeah, you just don't do that, man. I don't think I don't think it shows good morals, good judgment, and class, homie, more than anything. Says, I know wrestling isn't real, but they are serious athletes. Well, wrestling is definitely real. The only thing that it's scripted, bro. So they know the outcome of it, but they really be getting hurt in there and they're really doing the moves, you know? Of course, they're trying to minimize impact and not hurt each other. They're putting it's entertainment, it's a show, it's a grown man soap opera, right? That's what it is. But at the same time, man, they're definitely in there doing real shit. So the outcome, yes, it's scripted. Shit, they're talking about football scripted. That doesn't mean I'm gonna take my Raiders jersey off, right? Let's not forget Thunder Lips in the Rocky movie. Best Rocky movie of all time, Rocky 3. Well, Rocky 2 and Rocky 3. The one with the Russian and Tommy Gunn and all that, they were cool. They're all right? What's up, High Power Fitness? But I think the one that I like the most is Rocky 3 with Mr. T and Hulk. It's real, just scripted. Exactly. Saying my prayers, eating my vitamins today. Yeah, today I'm gonna go ahead and pop a vitamin. To what degree of vitamin? I don't know. You know, it ain't gonna be vitamin Coke, I'll tell you that, but it's gonna be a good vitamin. Zeus up there making amends with each other. We got Zeus up there. All Hulk's enemigos are up there. They're already gone. Andre, King Kong Bundy, fucking I don't know. King Kong might still be alive. I don't know how he outlived Hulk, that fat fucker, right? But then you got Andre, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Zeus. They're all up there waiting on Hulk. The $1 Million Man is like, money, money, money. He's like, fuck that. I got money. No, I didn't fuck with Goldust. I thought that character was weird, bro. The Big Boss Man. Hey, High Power Fitness says saludos to everyone in the chat. Monkey the Luffy says vitamin Coke is a no-go. That's what got Hulk Hogan in. Hey, thank you, Weather Channel. I didn't expect that, man. But thank you tremendously. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate all the support we get. Everything I get, man, I'm putting towards my nephew's thing, so I appreciate that tremendously and highly. Hulkamania, brother. The motherfucking real show, real raw show, man. Thank you. Junkyard Dog, yeah. Look, I'm getting calls off the hook right now as we talk. People want to tell me, they want to be the first to tell me, but they don't know I'm already like 5 videos deep. Who's old enough to remember Jimmy Snuka? Man, I used to watch Superfly. That was a good friend of Hulk Hogan's. I saw a post saying Ric Flair is cancer-free this morning before the Hulk announcement. It's crazy how that works out, huh? Hey, who here put a 1 if you thought Rick was going to be gone before Hulk? Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, I could put several 1s. Rick defies gravity. That motherfucker's different. That motherfucker's Buzz Lightyear, right? Just when you think that they got Rick, Rick gets him in the figure 4. He's different. Yeah, I remember Jimmy Snuka. I remember when he died, too. I want to see someone jump off of the rafters and say it's fake. Shit, I know. I want to see someone get thrown off a steel cage and thrown on thumbtacks. And have thumbtacks in their nose and their teeth through their fucking lip. What about the Ultimate Warrior? I like the Ultimate Warrior, man. I liked him too. He was an asshole, but I liked him. Let me see. Let me look. My phone's off the hook right now. Spencer. Yeah. Yep. They said Hulk died. I'm live. I already know. That lets me know they're not watching my channel. You know, 162 in the building, man. We appreciate you again, man. My boy Dubs, the Dubs channel. He's going to be dropping videos right now. Make sure you guys go over there and support him. Support him like you support me. I love Cactus Jack. I think Cactus Jack was his best persona. I liked Mankind, but I thought Cactus Jack was the best. Do you remember Giant Gonzalez? I remember Giant Gonzalez. He was a big motherfucker, man. Ultimate Warrior was amazing. Loved his fight with Hulk Hogan in WrestleMania 6. It was real when Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant. Yes, the only thing that was fake in that was that wasn't the first time Hulk slammed Andre the Giant, or he wasn't the first to do it. There was a lot of people that slammed Andre. In fact, he slammed Andre in the WWF way back in the days. Mankind versus Undertaker and Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker cage matches was crazy. Probably greatest match of all time, Hell in the Cell, Mankind, Undertaker, and they didn't even make it in the cell to the end. They said Rick was on someone's live earlier and talked about Hulk, and the expression on his face was, you could see it, dang, I outlive Hulk. Oh, shit. Yeah. I thought for sure Rick was on his way out. And I love me some Ric Flair. That was different. Hulk hurt his back picking up Andre. He did. Andre at that time was 550 pounds, man, or close, you know. Now when Undertaker passes, God bless him, though, I'm gonna cry like a baby, like when Eddie died. That broke my heart. And we don't even want to wish that upon people or speak that about people. Undertaker's in good health, man. But, you know, anything can happen. But, yeah, he's instrumental, too. Very iconic. Now you can really do your Hulk voice, brother. Well, what you gonna do, Manny D, brother? Right? Hulk was the shit. That's how much he impacted my life, that when I do a Wood voice, it sounds like Hulk Hogan because I'm so used to Hulk and everything Hulk used to say, you know, and do. So, and then I told you guys about the fucking dude I met, the real life Hulk Wood, who looked like Hulk Hogan, just with a hairier back. Who was the wrestler that slapped that reporter back in the days? Fuck, I forget his name, man, right off the top. Blonde fucking hair. I forget. Can't believe I forget his name, too, because I know exactly who you're talking about. Slapped him twice. Fuck, what was his name, man? He was the dude. He was the dude back then, too. He was no joke. He slapped him for saying wrestling was fake. Hey, did Eddie really pass in that match? I couldn't tell if he was scripted, and I've read shit that he passed after. Eddie, there it is, David Schultz. Dave Schultz. Eddie passed in his hotel room. Eddie passed. He had cardiac arrest. Same thing that happened with Hulk, and he died. A lot of these arrests, same thing happened with Macho Man. He was driving. He had a stroke and cardiac arrest at the same time, and he wrecked, and he was dead before he hit the fucking tree. But Mr. Perfect also same thing. A lot of these wrestlers die from cardiac arrest, and the reason is, and a lot of them die young. Umaga, Eddie Guerrero, all these dudes, it's because of all the steroids they're using. You know, you got to understand, back in Hulk's days, back in them days, the bigger you were, the stronger you were, the more money you made. You had that look. You had to have that look. Nowadays, it's more about athleticism. You know, the guys are smaller, they're faster, they're quicker, they do crazier moves. But back then, Vince McMahon, he liked the giants, you know, Andre the Giant, the big boss mans, the bigger dudes, the muscular dudes. That's what sold back then, because young kids watched it in the 80s. It was like a cartoon to them. It was like, oh, the big guy's the hero and all that. Nowadays, people watch it more so for the athleticism and the storyline. What's up, Big Oos? What up, Matt? What you gonna do, brother, when you wake up in the morning and some brother calls you and tells you, hey, guess what? What? Hulk just died. Well, fuck you, brother. I don't believe it. But then it is true. Brutus the Barber Beefcake was Hulk Hogan's best friend. One of his best friends. Actually, Brian Knobbs is his best friend from the Nasty Boys. So the steroid scandal in WWF took a toll on a lot of the 80s athletes. Yeah. They said, nah, he didn't pass in a match. Eddie had a heart attack while in the match with JBL. He did have a heart attack. That was his first one, but he passed in his hotel room. And that's just what happened, man. Sid Vicious is gone. There's a lot of people that are gone. Shout out to the 162 in here again, man. I implore you guys that we will be doing a raffle this weekend for those of you that tap into the lives tremendously and consistently. We appreciate you guys. Everything helps. Support the cause, man. So, you know, got some bomb ass. I got a sweater made, some bomb ass shirts made, certified torta pounder shirts and sweaters. And then I got, of course, the classic Soul Gang, brand new in the box, size 10, icy white, never breathed on. You know, old school Cortezes, the all white with the black stripes, the best ones they ever put out. Icy, you know, those are going to be raffled off as well. So it's all going to a good cause. We appreciate you guys. We'll give you more information as we go, but we will be starting and doing that live tonight. So tap in, and it's going to go until Sunday where we'll announce the winners, and then everything will be sent out promptly, and enjoy. So it's all for a good cause. So anything from $1 to make you holler, man, helps. Damn, Razor, Yokozuna was the shit. Roddy Piper's up there. They could relive WrestleMania 1. Since I was young, I always liked the bad guys, the heels. Me too, man. I liked Hulk because Hulk was that guy. They're size 10. The sneakers are size 10, man. They are size 10. So did you watch Channel 34 Wrestling with Mil Mascaras? I used to watch Mil Mascaras. He's legendary in the Mexican Lucha Libre game. Yes. The Bushwhackers, all that, man. R.I.P. Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Let's get an R.I.P. for Hulk Hogan, man, who passed away today, and it's messed up, man. You know, Lyle Alzado wasn't a wrestler, bro. He was actually played for the Raiders. Thanks for the informative live. Stay blessed, people. Yes, man. Yes, you know, I think this is going to be a day that we all remember. You know, like you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died, or when Prince died, or when Elvis passed. If you were around, if he did pass, one never knows, does one, right? He could be some fucking preacher singing in Tennessee right now. But everybody knows where they were when certain iconic people were gone, right? And this is going to be a day that I'll remember for sure. Because Hulk, to me, I don't care what other people, I don't care what anyone says about Hulk Hogan bad. I don't care, right? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be riding with Hulk forever. Forever, brother. Forever, ever, and ever. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was doing cocaine forever, right? And that's it. Shout out to Hulk and his family. And what flavor is that? Blessing Guns Mexico Mango. How much are the raffle tickets? We haven't decided that. We'll decide that today. Me and Dubs will get together. It's not going to be very expensive, man. I'm not trying to get anyone. I understand the economy's bad and people don't got it like that, but we're just trying to do something for a good cause. We've raised money in the past, man, for people to get gaming systems, for people to get their studio hooked up, to pay people's rent, to help people fucking with burial services. We've raised a lot for a lot of people, man, and never once have I myself ever asked for anything for my family or for me ever, right? And you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to bless my sister with a little something for my nephew to get a PS5. She ain't got it like that. She's a single mother, and I'm trying to help her out, right? What are you raffling? I got a sweater. I'll show it again tonight. Certified torta pounder sweater, clean ass fucking script, clean ass design. I got a couple t-shirts, certified torta pounders, white, and we got black. And then of course, the main prize is a brand new pair of size 10 Nike Cortezes, the all white leather, black OG Soul Gang. We call them the Soul Gang shoes, right? Do you have tatted earrings? I got Cadillac signs on my ears. I got the matching set. Cadillac. Iconic Puerto Rican Tony. Anyways, with that being said, make sure you guys go tap in with Dubs' channel, man. Go support my channel as well. We'll give you all the information for those of you that are going to get involved and want the information. I got you. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you guys tremendously. Thank you guys so much. I'm out of here. Go fund my cell phone bill. He wants to go phone his cell phone bill. How about mine? Did Mike? What do I get for my cell phone bill? You send me 20, I send you 20. See, we both win. Is Cadillac a gang symbol? No, I didn't get it because of that. So it means something else. Anyways, with that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle right here on these lives with you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate you. I want the info, says Adam Harris. I'll get it to you guys, man. I'll put it out in a community post. Thank you. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, brothers. What you gonna do, Mean Gene? What are you and Andre doing over there, brother? He's coming for you. Bang, bang. Exactly. Luxury. Let him know, Sam. You know. Bang, bang.